Ladies and gentlemen, gather close. Because tonight I want to tell you a story. Not just any story, but a life lesson wrapped in the simple life of a milkman. There was once a milkman who carried milk to the marketplace every day. But greed got the best of him. He thought, if I add water to this milk, I can sell more, make more money, and nobody will notice. At first, the plan seemed perfect. The customers bought it. The coins stacked high, and his pockets felt heavy. But here's the truth. Greed always leaves a trail. One day his deceit was uncovered. The villagers realized the milkman was cheating them. His reputation gone, his customers gone, his wealth vanished. What remained was shame. A reminder that greed may fill your pockets for a moment, but it empties your soul for a lifetime. Now, why does this matter to you and me? Because the greedy milkman is not just a character in a bedtime story. He is a mirror of what happens when we let dishonesty, shortcuts, and greed rule our lives. The lesson is simple. When you cheat, you may win fast, but you lose forever. When you act with honesty, you may climb slowly, but you rise with dignity. So remember, wealth without integrity is poverty in disguise. The greedy milkman wanted more profit. Every morning, he filled his cans with fresh milk. But his heart whispered, this is not enough. So he poured water into the milk, making it look the same. He thought he was clever. He believed no one would notice. The coins in his pocket grew heavier. He smiled at his quick success. Day after day, he repeated the trick. Customers trusted him. He paid without doubt. But inside he knew the truth. His greed was growing stronger than his honesty. And sooner or later, greed always demands a price. Greed seemed profitable at first. The milkman counted his money and felt proud. Every coin looked like a reward for his trick. Thought he had found an easy path to success. As the villagers kept buying his milk without question, his business looked strong. His confidence grew with every sale. But greed has a way of hiding its shadow. The more he cheated, the deeper that shadow became. What looks sweet in the beginning often turns bitter in the end. Greed may fill your hands for a moment, but it empties your future. The consequences always arrive. The villagers eventually discovered his dishonesty. First, they trusted him without doubt. They poured his milk into their cups and cooked with it every day. But slowly, something felt wrong. The milk was thinner. The taste was weaker. The butter and cream were less than before. Whispers began to spread from house to house. Suspicion turned into anger. One morning, they gathered together. They tested his milk. The truth spilled out like dirty water. The milkman had cheated them. Their trust was broken. Once trust is broken, it is almost impossible to repair. His reputation and trust were destroyed. The villagers no longer saw him as the friendly milkman. They looked at him with anger and disappointment. His name became a warning, not a praise. Where once there was respect, now there was shame. No one wanted his milk anymore. No one wanted to greet him on the road. The coins he once counted with pride meant nothing now. He had lost something greater than money. Had lost his honor. And when trust is broken, it spreads like fire. And it burns faster than anything you can rebuild. His reputation and trust were destroyed. The villagers no longer welcomed him with smiles. They whispered behind his back. They pointed fingers when he passed by. The children avoided his cart on the street. The families refused to buy his milk. His once busy mornings turned silent. The coins stopped coming. The laughter in his home faded. He tried to explain, but no one listened. His words carried no weight anymore. Respect had vanished. Trust had collapsed. A single lie had poisoned his name, and nothing he owned could buy back that trust. Greed brings temporary gain, but permanent loss. At first it feels like success. The pocket grows heavier. The hands hold more than before. Smile grows wide with false pride, but that joy does not last. Soon the truth begins to show. What was taken dishonestly starts to slip away. The trust of others disappears. The respect of the community fades. Even the heart feels empty. Temporary gain blinds the eyes to the future, but the loss that follows remains forever. Greed never gives more than it takes. And it always takes the most. Cheating others is also cheating yourself. When you lie to someone, you break their trust. but you also break a piece of your own character. Every dishonest act leaves a scar inside. It steals your peace of mind, weakens your courage to face the truth. The milkman thought he was fooling the villagers. In reality, he was fooling himself. He gained coins, but he lost respect. Gained moments of profit, but lost years of honor. What you do to others always returns to you. And in cheating others, you always end up poorer. Integrity is more valuable than wealth. Money can fill your pocket, but integrity fills your life with respect. Wealth can buy comfort, but integrity wins trust. Gold can shine, but character shines brighter. The milkman had coins, but he lost his name, and a name without honor is empty. Integrity cannot be stolen, it cannot be faked. It is built through truth, through honesty, through consistency. A man with integrity may have little, but he walks tall. A man without it may have riches, but he walks in shame. Integrity outlives wealth every single time. A good name is better than a full pocket. Money can vanish in a single day, but a good name follows you everywhere. It opens doors that money cannot buy. It earns trust that no coin can purchase. The milkman had a pocket full of coins, but his name was spoken with anger. No one trusted his smile anymore. No one welcomed his milk at their door. His wealth could not erase his shame. A full pocket can feel heavy, but it is empty without honor. A good name is the richest treasure of all, the true life lesson. Live with honesty, and you'll never live with regret. Honesty may not make you rich overnight, may not fill your pocket quickly, but it will fill your heart with peace. It will keep your head high in every crowd. You will never fear being exposed. You will never hide from the truth. The milkman learned this too late. His dishonesty cost him trust, respect, and peace. But honesty gives strength that money cannot. It builds a legacy that lasts. When you live with honesty, regret never follows your steps. So, my friends, remember the greedy milkman, not just as a story, but as a mirror. It shows us what happens when we trade truth for shortcuts and integrity for greed. We may gain for a moment, but we lose what matters forever. Choose honesty, even when it's hard. Choose integrity, even when no one is watching. Because wealth fades, but character remains. And in the end, it is not the coins in your pocket that define you, but the respect in your name. Live with honesty, and you will always live with peace.